had a male student that was 17 years old that rode the bus this morning to Antioch High School. During the course of the morning, this individual made his way to the cafeteria where he then confronted a 16-year-old that we identified.
Notice Metropolitan Nashville Police Department Chief John Drake.
Confronted a 16-year-old that we identified as a female Hispanic student, fired, striking her. She is deceased. There is another male 17-year-old young man that was wounded with a graze wound, and he has been treated at Vanderbilt and released. The shooter was 17 years old. He entered into the cafeteria, firing multiple rounds in the cafeteria, striking her, and then before pulling the weapon on himself.
There were two SROs in the building. They were not in the immediate.
Notice the name Dawn. So you got Dawn and you got John and you got Drake.
They were not in the immediate vicinity of the cafeteria when this happened. By the time the SROs got down there, the shooting had stopped and the shooter had shot himself. The fourth student who was transported to Vanderbilt suffered a facial injury from a fall. It was not gunshot related. He's a male student and fell, I think he wears eyeglasses, and had a facial injury as a result of the fall. And that was the fourth individual.
He had
Let's play this.
A deadly high school shooting in Tennessee. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We do begin with breaking news as police say one student has been killed and another wounded in a high school cafeteria. The details that we have now are that it happened at Antioch High School in Nashville. Police tell us the shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Let's get straight to our Phil Lipoff. He's been following the latest details for us. Phil, what do we know?
Akira, we know, unfortunately, this is now a deadly shooting. What we've been told is this happened about 11:11 this morning, local time.
11:11.
There at this school, Antioch High School. It's a school of about 2,000 students, so it's a pretty sizable high school. This was in the cafeteria at lunchtime. What we're being told now is that a 17-year-old male shooter came in, shot two other students. One of the students shot is dead. One of them is injured. Both of the students.
1 and 1. And they said at 11:11.
Students who were shot are female. The shooter is a 17-year-old male. As for motive, we have no clue about motive just yet. The school was in lockdown. Parents are trying to get to the school. The district is saying, don't come to the school. We're going to get your kids to you. They are telling us there is no longer a threat. Presumably that is because they are telling us the shooter turned the gun on himself after shooting two female students, one of them killed as well. Kira.
All right, Phil, appreciate it.
Okay.
A deadly.
It's interesting. Look at the title again. Teen fatally shoots a female student and himself at Antioch High School in Nashville, police say. So, a Nashville teen. That's interesting that they're doing the research and there's a band called the Nashville Teens. Look at that right there. Okay. The Nashville Teens live at the Nag's Head. Look at that 1983 right there. That's interesting, right? 1983. keep note of that number. We know murder and morgue equals 83, don't we? But that's just an interesting connection right there. And we know about this band, The Police. Murder by Numbers is the song on the album Synchronicity, and I'm about to show you a lot of synchronicities here. But of course, The Police say this is what happened. Okay? Right? Has anybody heard that song? There's a lot of valuable lyrics within that song, all right? Again, The Police say, and that's an amazing song, Murder by Numbers. Go check that out. And when did that album release? Let's see. When did Synchronicity release by The Police? 83. Look at that right there. And that's amazing. That's Kendrick Lamar's birthday. That's just interesting, isn't it? But look, 83 with that release. And then the Nashville Teens, that what's up with that? You get the 83 right there. Synchronicities. Okay. Teen fatally shoots a female student and himself. Is it Antioch High School? Look at that. Kill and teen sync up 3 out of 4 base ciphers. 44, 17, and 64. All right. Note the 64 right there. Actually, note the 17 as well. Because look, the 17-year-old shooter who was a student at Antioch High School later shot and killed himself with a handgun. You see that? 17-year-old, when kill and teen equals 17. And notice the name, Don. And look down here, John. Who just got elected president? Donald John Trump. And I just mentioned the Synchronicity album by The Police, released on Kendrick Lamar's birthday. And he had the beef with Drake. Everybody knows that now. Look, Police Chief John Drake. You saw him, right? Hopefully you heard him. Said the shooter confronted the student, Jocelyn Correa Escalante, age 16, in the cafeteria and opened fire, killing her. So you get Don John, like Donald John Trump, and you get Drake, and The Police say, and I showed you Murder by Numbers and Synchronicity releasing in 1983. And murder and morgue equal 83 in the code. Okay? You see? And a 16-year-old dead. Ohio equals 16. John equals 16. Why is Ohio in there? This was in Tennessee, right? Look, it says right there, south of the Ohio River. You see that? Tennessee was admitted to the Union. Look, you see that right there? Tennessee's the 16th state. Ohio 16. John 16. Tennessee founded the first day of the 6th month. 16. And you also get 61, the reverse, and 47. You see that with John? Look at that. Okay? Look at that right there. Right? Look at Ohio River. Look at that right there. Look at the 4/12 date. Whatever that's referring to. You see that? 4 plus 12 is 16. Okay? It says North Carolina ceded the area of Tennessee in 1790 to the United States, and this area was organized as the territory. And south of the Ohio River, on April 12 plus 4, 16, Tennessee admitted to the Union on the first day of the 6th month, 1/6, as the 16th state, 1/6. How about that? And Ohio, with this little semi-connection here, remember they just won the national championship, Ohio State, the Buckeyes. And LeBron James trending with the Ohio connection. He was at the game. And he's trending. I just did the breakdown. How about this? Okay? So the birthday of Tennessee, look at the anniversary upcoming. June 1st, right? 1 week, 6 days before Donald John Trump's birthday. How about that? 1/6. I'm not saying he has anything to do with it. I'm saying the world is ran on these numbers. Synchronicity. Connections. Do you understand? Fake world. Remember the insurrection date at the Capitol? The first month, the 6th day, and they blamed it on Trump, remember? Notice how 1 week, 6 days before Trump's birthday, right? The founding of Tennessee. Notice how that's the same as 13 days, okay? Politics, 113 and 103. BS, 113, 103. Dishonest, 113 and 130. Okay? And this went down Wednesday, 130 days before the Tennessee birthday. Look at that. All of it like 13. Remember, 13's a unlucky number here in the United States, right? Think about Friday the 13th, the scary movie, or just the day in general, right? How about that? Okay, they say a female student killed. Look at how female equals 120. I want you to notice that. This is out of Nashville, 102. So it's just 120, but it's 102. You know, the 2 and the 0 are flipped. Antioch High School, 93. Nashville, 39. So you see that connection there? There's just 4 base ciphers. Ordinals ABC 1, 2, 3. Reverse the alphabet. 26 letters. Z is 1, A is 26. Reduction, straight up numerology. Reduce the double digits. You add the double digits together. J is the 10th letter and beyond. 1 plus 0 is 1. That's all you do. You reduce the double digit. Okay? Notice the 120. Inauguration date 1/20. Look at the founding anniversary of Tennessee. 6/1/1796. Add it up. 120. Notice the 103 down there. Remember? Politics, BS, 103. Dishonest, 130. 130 days before the Tennessee founding anniversary. was this incident, the shooting in a Nashville high school cafeteria. Student dead, another wounded nearly 2 years after another deadly school shooting in the city. Nearly 2. What are the odds? History repeats. Okay? There's a computer system pumping out these stories, and it's why it keeps everything balanced and it keeps people in control. It keeps the world balanced like that, right? I'm in control as an example. One step forward, two step back, 2 step forward, one step back, one step forward, one step back, 3 step forward, 3 step back. Everything stays the same. I remain in power. Think about that as an example, right? So dishonest 130, 130 days before the birthday of Tennessee, right? Politics and BS 103 and 113, 103 date numerology, 120 to sync up with the presidential inauguration a few days ago. Don't forget the 64s. See? Kill and Teen 64. This was a 64-day span. Joe Biden's birthday to this shooting, start to end. Joe Biden and where he's born, Pennsylvania, both equal 64. Don't forget Trump was attempted assassinated the first time there. And don't forget, there it is again, right? Kill and Teen 64. Joe Biden's got the 44 like Kill and Teen. Again, I'm not saying the character is involved. I'm saying this stuff is all scripted and it's very easy to see because these are characters on the world stage we all pay attention to. Of course, it ignited an emotional debate about gun control in Tennessee. Of course. Kamala Harris, born in 1964. Another 64. Remember inauguration date, 20th day of the first month? And the 120 date numerology, the founding of Tennessee, Nashville 102. Kamala's birthday, 10/20 like 102, October 20th. Notice how the upcoming birthday for Tennessee, the 152nd day of the year, 152. Joe Biden equals 152. Pennsylvania, where he's born, 152. Kamala Devi Harris, 152. Look at these lyrics. Now you can join the ranks of the illustrious in history's great dark hall of fame. All of our greatest killers were industrious. At least the ones that we all know by name. But you can reach the top of your profession if you become the leader of the land. For murder is the sport of the elected, and you don't need to lift a finger of your hand because it's murder by numbers. 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs. Okay? Do you get it? Murder by numbers by the police. And don't forget our title, the police say all of this happened. Okay? They say that all of this is how it went down, is what they're telling us with this story. Look at the shooter's name, Solomon Henderson. Okay? 205 ABC 123, like 25. The female who died, if this is true, RIP. Jocelyn Correa Escalante, 225 in the same cipher, like 25. Trump equals 25. Trump also equals 47. The shooter who they say turned the gun on himself, 74, the 47 reflection. And you know what? I forgot way back here. Trump equals 47 as well. I forgot to put it in there with his middle name John and Ohio. And they want you to know south of the Ohio River. And I don't know if they were referring to North Carolina there. It looks like they were. But that's just interesting because it's in the same clipping with the Tennessee admitted to the Union, right? So whatever it is, I'm guessing it's Tennessee, right? Does the Ohio River go all the way to North Carolina? I don't know. But that doesn't matter right now. It's right there within a sentence of the information. So, but anyways, Trump 47, Ohio 47, his middle name John 47. Okay, back over here. A lot of information here. It all lands. Okay, it all lands. Look at the 79 with Solomon Henderson. What else equals 79? Murder and morgue. Remember, murder and morgue equal 83. That band Nashville Teens. Remember it said 1983? Whatever that was, an album or a tour, I don't know. Remember, Synchronicity by the Police released in 83. Murder and morgue also equals 79, like the killer here. Look at 81 with the female victim here, RIP. Ritual equals 81 in two ciphers. Solomon Henderson, 227, like 27. Ritual equals 27. And you get these 369, the keys to the universe right there. Isn't this interesting? Kill equals 228 in reverse reduction. And you know he's throwing up all the signs here, of course. Is it AI? Is this for real? Is this just some kind of agent? You know, under mind control, set out to do this? Kill equals 28. This was a little bit over 228 years after the founding of Tennessee, like 28. Look at how Solomon Henderson equals 227. One number before 228 with this Tennessee connection. And this is a 17-year-old. Remember, kill equals 17. Sacrifice equals 170, like 17. And it all starts with the language. Tennessee, teen. Pretty similar, right? What else starts with the T? Trump. Remember the truck that blew up or whatever in front of Trump Tower? TTT, truck, Trump Tower. And then the truck incident in New Orleans on New Year's Day. New Year's Day, New Orleans, the language. You see? Tennessee, T, right? Did I say that? Yes, I did. Come on. What are we doing here? I just did the Bob Dylan breakdown. Draft lyrics to the song Mr. Tambourine Man went for over $500,000 at an auction and other items. Tambourine, T. Dylan, like Don. Remember there was a dude speaking earlier named Don about this incident? Don't forget the other guy named Drake, and we had a John in there, like Donald John Trump. About 60 Dylan items, like Don. 60-year career for Dylan. Donald Trump equals 60. All trending. Don't forget Mr. Tambourine Man, Mr. Trumpet. Also, the keyboardist, RIP, a member of the band called The Band. What was that guy's name? I just did the breakdown. It was like George something, Eric George something, whatever. But they wanted you to know he was a keyboardist to go along with trumpet trending. This guy right here, Mr. Tambourine Man, Bob Dylan, excuse me. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how it's going to be. Look at in the news clipping, it says 11 degrees. Remember they said one shooter, one person RIP, and they said 11/11 this happened? Anyways, let me refresh this and let's see if we can get some volume with this video.
New this morning, officials in Tennessee gave an update overnight after a 17-year-old student opened fire in his school's cafeteria.
A 16-year-old girl who was a student at the school was killed. A 17-year-old suffered a graze wound to the arm. He was taken to the hospital but is back home recovering this morning. According to police, that shooter took his own life during the incident. Officials were searching the home of that shooter late last night. Police are also investigating things that he allegedly posted online.
I would say if there's anything as we progress, to always, if you see something, say something. We believe there's some materials out there. And
Jeez, don't forget Murder by Numbers and the album Synchronicity released on Kendrick Lamar's birthday. And this dude's name's Drake. How ridiculous.
materials out there, and if maybe they were seen, maybe and said something, maybe more could have been done.
Killed a 17 morning, the home of that shooter late last night.
Damn. Let's go to the article real quick. They're probably going to give us paragraph after paragraph after paragraph here. Get rid of this guy. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I mean? You know, they're saying all of these social media posts, very concerning from the 17-year-old. Not established a connection between Henderson and the victims. Police said the gunfire may have been random. The police say. You got another 16 right there. You know, it's like, look at this. Dawan like Dawn. Bernard was waiting at a MAPCO service station to reunite with his son, a 10th grader who was being held in the auditorium with other students Wednesday afternoon. He first heard of the shooting from his son, who was a little startled, Bernard said. His son was upstairs from the cafeteria, but said he heard the gunfire. Dawan like Don, like John. Come on, man. Come on, man. So, you know, there's going to be more here, y'all. Don't forget it was a 16-year-old, they say, shot and killed here by a 17-year-old. We connected all of that by the numbers very easily, I may add. And Wednesday's school shooting comes nearly 2 years. So you're telling me, I told you history repeats. I'm not even going to go into that. They're telling you nearly 2 years after a shooter opened fire at a separate Nashville private elementary school. This is how they keep everything in balance, like I mentioned earlier. Look at this, a 2017 fatal shooting. They mention when this is a 17-year-old and this current one and kill equals 17. I've had about enough of this story. Okay, you let me know what you think. All of this stuff connected to politicians. I'm not saying they're responsible. I'm saying the world is absolutely fake. You heard the lyrics. Murder by numbers. ABC 123 by the police. All right. I mentioned there's going to be more, but I'm going to leave it at that for the breakdown. Teen fatally shoots a female student and himself at Antioch High School in Nashville. If I mispronounce that, my apologies. If anybody's offended, see what I'm saying? And let's, continue the damn gun control debate. Of course, right? Shout out to y'all. And I may start a new channel up. I'm getting spoken to without being spoken to here. It doesn't bother me one bit starting up a new channel. All of the history is there. I don't play YouTube games. I just need the information out there. So expect a new channel soon as I feel the energy. Okay? As of now, this is Daily Decodes 81 part 2. All right? So the next one I'll probably just go Daily Decodes 3. I'll probably just keep it simpler like that. Okay? Appreciate y'all. AI, whatever. Shout out to AI as well. All right. Until next time, peace.